There are more than 76 Amtrak stations across California, from views overlooking the Pacific to quiet rural depots where the only sound is the hum of an approaching train. Each one holds the promise of adventure.
Hi, I'm Drew, and that's Bethany.
Amtrak stations are cathedrals of travel with the constant bustle of arrivals and departures.
The train experience is your ticket to ditch the car and skip traffic, and each station offers a glimpse at what you'll find outside. But not every station feels like a gateway.
Join us as we explore what happened to this station in the middle of Palm Springs that made it feel forgotten.
Today we're taking the car to shoot an episode on taking the train.
Well, it is for a very good reason, because the train station that we're going to go see, the Amtrak station, actually looks less like a transportation hub and more like a ghost town.
From Interstate 10, north of Palm Springs, we'll exit at Indian Canyon Drive and take that less than a mile south. The entrance to the lonely parking lot should be on the right.
There's the station right there.
Oh gosh, see, that's why people can't stop there. Look at that. That does not look like a station at all. Even the road is covered in sand.
Definitely.
Here we go. Oh, the Palm Springs Amtrak station is official.
How adorable.
All right. So for being an Amtrak station, this area is incredibly isolated.
Yeah, it is pretty eerie. I mean, compared to Union Station.
There's nothing around. There's desert behind us and a wannabe structure in front of us. Oh, hey, we have a drop-off and pickup sign. Driver must remain in car.
So they don't create a traffic jam.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, not a whole lot of information here.
Oh, here we go. Effective immediately. Attention Amtrak customers, all the people that come here. Due to frequent high winds,
Confirmed.
and sandstorms at and around the Palm Springs station, Amtrak may temporarily suspend service to this location. This is the biggest problem. I actually looked into getting tickets for us to arrive here for our trip. I really wanted the first-hand experience of being dropped off here at Palm Springs. It said you may or may not get picked up or dropped off even if you do buy a ticket.
Wow.
So, interesting. I'm really glad we didn't opt to buy the 2 a.m. drop-off time tickets here.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, look, they have provided some nice, refreshing... Does it work?
Amenities.
Running water. Oh, it's getting all over me. Hey, there you go. Okay.
It works.
You can complimentary water.
Excellent.
They're like walking in sand to get down to the station.
Okay, you are now on the platform. Whole lot of nothing in both directions.
Here at the lovely Palm Springs Amtrak station.
So this station is about 8 miles north of downtown Palm Springs. And wow, look at this. So it has potential. I mean, if you're visiting the Palm Springs tram or maybe on your way to Coachella, although I feel like there are closer stations to Coachella.
And also the sand dunes have taken over this station.
They really have. Look, this is all the way up to the little rock garden here.
Well, they did provide a trash can.
They did, although it looks like no one is emptying it. Oh, there's security cams, so you're nice and safe while you're waiting for your train.
The train that will never come.
So, let me get this straight here. There's no ticket booth, no people waiting for a train, really no amenities of any kind, so why even have a station here? The Palm Springs Amtrak station began operations on June 3, 1997. The unlikely outpost in the middle of the high desert was meant to be a promising chapter for the Sunset Limited and Texas Eagle routes, and the city known as America's Winter Playground was eager to continue the Southern California Railway legacy.
But the desert climate is a treacherous place to lay tracks. Scorching temperatures, sudden sandstorms, and high winds made the simple platform rough territory. According to the city of Palm Springs, unpredictable weather led to repeated cancellations, leaving ticket holders stranded and unable to reach their destinations. I think the train is coming.
Yeah, I wouldn't count on it.
Here at the Palm Springs station. Now, despite how it appears today, there was a lot of excitement surrounding the Amtrak when it first broke ground. It was designed by architect James Chiaffi, who's actually pretty well known in the area, and it cost $2.24 million to build. The mayor at the time said of the project, "We now have an opportunity before us to bring the train back to Palm Springs." Hey, online it said no restrooms, but yeah.
That's why.
Still no restrooms. So as we can see driving in, and as we can see now here, the area surrounding the Amtrak is incredibly underdeveloped. There's just desert on both sides.
There's nothing around it, and it doesn't look like a hotspot for cabs or Ubers.
Despite having a passenger loading zone only sign for all of those non-cabs and non-Ubers. I don't see anyone coming. While looking into the Amtrak station online, I did find a lot of reviews cautioning people to not book a ticket here unless you want to be stranded. But they do have a nice waiting platform for if you're stranded.
Ah, well, I'm still hoping we see a train actually stop here.
Or maybe a person who bought a ticket and is waiting here, so we can kind of save the day and inform them, it may be hard to get out of here once you're here. I mean, I lived in this area once before, so I'm kind of familiar with the fact that there's nothing around. But if it's your first time traveling to Palm Springs and you have no idea, you could easily just buy a ticket here, not know what's going on, and get stuck. That was actually a complaint that came up in the news, and there was a passenger who bought a ticket not once, but twice, and she said both times that she arrived here at the platform that the conductor just shrugged and didn't stop and kept going. He actually leaned out the window and went,
oh my
sorry, not gonna happen. So it made for a very interesting news story for the area of Palm Springs.
Look at this. I feel like this station is all about the signage, or rather the irony of the signage. Who's gonna wait here for 3 minutes?
You only have 3 minutes, you gotta be quick so you don't cause a traffic jam.
Exactly, because that's likely. The whole thing just has a very apocalyptic feel to it. But actually, there was another much more elegant train depot not too far from here, so we're gonna go check that out next.
Huh. Woo! I am windswept. Oh, how delightful.
We are on our way to a second location to try to find a little bit more railroad history.
Indeed. So that picture you found of that old station was taken around here somewhere. See the shape of the mountains there? Mm-hmm. See this nub?
Yeah.
Is right under that little notch. And right now they're a little misaligned, so I'm gonna keep going.
Looking for the nudge.
The nub and the notch.
The nub and the notch.
All right, I think we're moving into alignment now. I feel like it's right in here. Look at the nub and the notch.
They're aligned.
All right, let's see if we can find any foundational ruins.
I think we got the shot more or less lined up. So the old railroad station used to stand somewhere in here. I was looking around to see if we could find ruins or remnants or something. I really don't see anything at all.
It's kind of a bummer because I think it was a Spanish colonial style depot, and that would have been really cool to explore in current times.
Yeah, it was a pretty elegant design. It must have been around here somewhere.
The tracks are still here.
Yeah, the tracks are still here. They're still in service. They built the new station to be better, faster, cheaper, and ironically, it wasn't successful either. Yeah, these days this is all gravel, so this is kind of a service road for the tracks, which they might have added after they tore down the old station, but it looks pretty new. But man, I was hoping we'd be able to find some kind of a foundation or something. It definitely would have been right in this area.
And I'm just surprised that the desert reclaimed it so quickly. Normally we do find some type of ruins, whether it be wood, rebar, foundational pieces. And now, after they spent all that time and that money building that beautiful depot, there's nothing here.
Huh.
Not even a bench. A bench would be nice.
Not even one place for Bethany to sit. Oh yeah, what is that? Will that come up?
That's in there pretty deep. We didn't bring the shovels. We didn't think we'd have to bring the shovel for that.
We didn't think we'd be digging up a train station. Oh, this is coming up.
Oh. Wow.
Sorry guys,
Aww.
It's just a piece of wood. That could be part of an old railroad tie or something. I mean, it's definitely, like, it's been cut. So it's not just a chunk of a tree or something. This is a piece of cut wood that was used for something. So this could be a piece of the old train station, or maybe just a part of an old railroad tie. I don't know. We'll put it back. On paper, it's a train station. In reality, it's something else entirely. Whether it was caution or just poor planning that led to this place not fulfilling its purpose, one thing is clear. The station doesn't belong to travelers. It belongs to the desert.
As of today, this station is still operational. You can still buy a ticket, but will the train stop? That remains uncertain.
Thanks so much for watching. If you're interested in supporting the channel, and we really hope you are, check out our Patreon page. We'll leave a link to that in the description.
And if you have any experience with this somewhat abandoned station in Palm Springs, let us know in the comments. See you guys soon.
Is that a train?
Nah. What is at the end of this tracks?
Yeah, the platform does come to an abrupt halt up here.
So we reached the end of the platform. We just wanted to see what was down here. It's just authorized personnel only sign.
Okay, so don't go any further.
This is the end. This is the end of the
The end of the
station.
world.
Yeah. I should go back for some of that water.
Yeah, for sure.